Hello, thank you guys. This is ProGraphics once again, and today I'm going to teach you on how to transform this particular image to look like a studio shoot. Guys, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, try your best to subscribe to my channel as we all learn together. Okay, so those that have followed me for some time now, you'll get to know that whenever I'm coming to start some of these images like this, I start by taking my subject from the background. That's the basic thing I do, and I have a video on how to take your subject from your background. So please, if you haven't watched that video, go back to watch that video before you get to know what we have done over here. So you can see that I have created a new background over here. Let me change this to normal so that you can see this is the new background that I have created over here. So you can see them, yeah. And over here, this is my subject, so let me name it subject. I like using capital, so subject. So let me take off this picture so that you can see. So I selected the image like this, then I selected the plastic chair. That's what I've named plastic, the plastic chair, or yeah, whatever some will call it stool. Plastic chair. So the plastic chair, I also took it out so that you can work undistractably. So when you look at this one too, this is the main picture. I had wanted to take this one too out so that we can work on that one separately, but okay, we can still do that so that those that are not here, sorry, those that weren't able to see what we did, it can be a brief tutorial for you. So I can choose my pen tool, then let's start with the selection. Okay, this one down. Okay, so you press Ctrl Enter, then it's selected. So Ctrl Enter, then Ctrl J to duplicate. So let's take this ones out so you can see we are having it over here. So we are going to work with this undistractably. Okay. Now, the next thing that we are going to do is, let me bring this image. So, okay, this one should be there. The next thing that we are going to do is we need to give some shadows in our images that we are going to work with. So, for instance, over here, let me bring my chair. When I bring this, you can see that there's no shadow, there's nothing. So you can see like it is being touched, or it has been manipulated. So what we are going to do is we are going to desaturate this particular one, this layer. So I'll come to image, then I'll come to adjustment, then I'll come to desaturate. Now the reason why we desaturated this image so that we can get our shadows. So when we continue, you understand. So this is our subject. Let's bring in our subject. Now let's add our background. Now we can't see our shadows because our shadows is below the background, so we need to bring it at the top over here. So guys, you can see. So let's pull it to the top over here, and let me bring this one, and let me bring our chair so you can see the colors over here. Now what we are going to do, let me bring this one too. We can't see it because though is over here, the door is over here. We need to go to the blending mode and change it like this. Guys, I hope you understand what we have done over here. So you can see it has affected it. It has changed our background. You can see the shadows. Better still, you can bring this one down, then you change your color, the blending mode, to multiply. It's the same thing. I hope you get it. So for us to get our colors back, we'll bring this one back so you can see then our chair will get everything back. But still we have to work on this one because it doesn't speak well at all, so we have to work on it so that it will look. So let's take off everything. Let's take off everything, then we are left with our, let me take this one too out. So we're left with, so let me go for my patch 2. This is the patch 2. We have the spot healing brush, you know of that one, the healing brush. The patch 2, this one too is also used in selection. So we are going to take all these distractions out. So I'll select it this way, and guys, for me to replace it, I'll just click hold and push it up, okay. So you can see it's still visible, so I'll push it up again. I'll come over here, select this side, then push it up, okay. Then I come to this side, do the same thing, push it up, okay. We come back again to make sure. So we push this one to up, don't worry, we'll work on that. You push this one to up, so you can see some blacks. You push this one up, it has been folded. Let's push it up. It has become too dark. Let's push it over here. So you can see that gradually we are fixing the image. So let's look at the before and the after. Before, after, before, after. So likewise, you are going to do this side too. You come over here, then we push it up a little bit. We come over here, then we push it up. Don't worry, we come over here, select and push it up. We come over here, select and push it up. Then let's zoom in, then do a better selection. We select like this, come over here, then you can push it to this side, or you can push it over here. So let's do it little by little. Okay, so that you can get an accurate selection. Let's select here. Okay, this side has bleeded too much, so let's come back to where we did the selection. Okay, so let's give a little gap. Okay, let's see. Let's select over here. Let's push it up. So come over here again, then let's push it up, push it up, push it up, push it up. Okay. Okay, so we can come and change over here and use the stamp tool. Let's use the stamp tool for this place too. So what we can do over here is we come and select, press the Alt key and select a color over here, then begin to paint this side. So paint this side, paint this side, paint this side, increase it a little bit. So you select a color sample around. So for you not to have disruption, you just select and paint, select and paint, you select and paint, you select and paint, you select, you paint, you select, you paint, you select, sorry, you select, you paint, you select, you paint, you select, you paint, you select, you paint. So you can see how I'm doing it. So you paint. The reason I'm taking it off from that side is because I don't want the blacks to appear. So you paint, take, you paint, take, you paint, take, you paint. Sorry. So okay. So guys, I think we have worked on better. So let's come back to our patch 2. So let's do the same process over here. We do it bit by bit, push it up a little bit. Sorry, let's zoom in small. do our selection over here, do our selection, then push it up, do our selection again, push it up. Definitely you have to have some shadows in the work, so guys, there are some of the things you shouldn't worry much about it. Okay, so let's continue here. Okay, so when we apply our color, we get to know that now things are not going well for this side. We just come back and work on it. So let's come to this side, let's do likewise. So come over here, then this time around I'll change source. Let's see destination, so to replicate over here, sorry. So you come to source, then you put this one over here, so you select here, then put this one there, select here, okay, then come here. Okay, so let's do the same thing to this side. Okay, then let's push it up, select this side, then let's push it up. Okay, so we are not done yet. Let's bring our color and let's see how it looks. Okay, so we have to do something about it. So the next thing that we are going to do is we are going to apply the mixer brush over here to make sure that we smoothen the surface. So let's wait for our mixer brush. That is our frequency separation. But basically we are not going to do frequency separation. You just want to make the surface smooth. Okay, so let's come to our frequency separation and click OK. Blending. Okay, so let's do that. Then okay, and then it's my frequency separation. Oh, this machine. Okay, let me do it again. Okay, it has created it at the top. So let me delete it. Let me delete this one. Okay. Let me bring it over here. Okay. So what we are going to do is we come and click over here, then go and take our mixer brush so that we begin to clean this side. So you can see, guys, look at it. Before, after. So we begin to clean here so that it works for us. Now when you look at the size of my mixer brush, the width is 43. It's 43 because of how the density of the colors are. So let's come over here, do the same thing over here, reduce the size of the brush. Let's do the same thing here. Okay, don't worry. Okay, so let's do the same thing here. So, okay, then let's increase the size of the brush, then let's do the same thing here. At the end of the day, we don't want to lose the texture. Okay, so let's see the before and the after. So before, after, before, after. So you can see the difference yourself. So let's see. Before, after, before, after. So you can see that we have really worked on the image. Okay, let's paint here a little bit. Okay, so let's bring our color back like this. Then let's see. Okay, so I think the background is quite better now. Let's take off our background. Let's select this one, take off this one, select this one, and let's image those layers. Good. So you can see, so that if you want to do frequency separation, the first one will not collide with the second one. Okay, so you can see we have really worked. So let's bring this one, let's come with this one, Then let's bring our balloon. So we are working undistractably, so you can see, bam. Now one thing about this, let me give you the color code so you can see the color code. I think I have this color code too, so you can use any of them, but let's use this one. So with this one you can push it, and guys, when you're pushing it, you just look at it, it just look like it is in a live studio. You can push the color, so you can see. So we are working undistractably, you can see. Okay, so let me cancel it. Now I want us to fix something about the chair. Okay, so this is a plastic chair. We come over here, then we go to hue and saturation, then we increase the hue a little bit, then let's change the color. Now the reason why we are doing this is because we want to add a little bit of vibrant colors to it, because it's for a child. Like, children like bright colors, so let's do something like this. Okay, then we have a clipping mask, so we are going to clip this color. You can see that color is also affecting the background. We don't want that. So what you are going to do is you click on this one, that is a hue and saturation, then you create a clipping mask. So the clipping mask, you can see that it's only affecting the chair, so you can see that. Good. So the next thing that you want to do, you can see the nature of the chair. So what you are doing, let's take the spot and healing brush, okay, and see if you can fix some of these things. Okay, sorry, click the chair and let's see if you can fix some of this by taking some of these things out. Okay, so guys, you can see this. We will fix it later. We will fix it after we have combined the entire image, so there's nothing to worry about. Okay, I should have duplicated this image in case of anything. Okay, but no problem, I think it's working for us. So if it's this chair that you don't want to use, you can bring in another chair, but because we want to use the background, okay, so that's why I'm still maintaining this chair, so don't worry. Okay, okay. So there are a whole lot of stuff that you can do to this chair. You can even add a texture to the chair, whatever. You can do a whole lot. You can do a whole lot to this chair. So let's maintain it this way for now. Then what we are coming to do next is, let's look at the background again. If we can do some few adjustments. Don't worry about the skin retouching. We are going to do a lot of skin retouching, and secondly, we are also going to deal with the lights to bring dimensions and whatever. Someone said, I like saying whatever. Okay, so it's one of those things. So since we have blended, let's try to get a color that, this color is not bad though, but let's come over here, then let's move the wheel and let's see which of the colors. Okay, guys, these colors are so bright and I don't know which one to choose now. Okay, what we do is, let me cancel this one and let me delete these ones. Okay, then duplicate this one, then do this. Let me off this one. So it comes to the, okay, so let's push it and let's see the one that we might adjust ourselves to. Okay, okay, let's maintain this one too. So let's these two between this one and that one. Okay, let me take this one. So I have some few download. Let me bring it over so the guys you see this ones. Okay, so let me minimize it a little bit. So I want to bring in this one. Let me bring that one in. Then let me click OK. Then pull it over here. Control T to transform. Now, when I'm transforming, just look at it. I want to show you there's a perspective over here. When you look at the line is coming from here to the top. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'll left click, then go to perspective, then try to bring this one down, come here like this, then so you can see I'll click OK now, then Control T again, then I'll turn it this way, then I'll come back to perspective, then let me do it this way. Okay, then let's come this way a little bit, bring this one here. Okay, so let's click OK. Now we have different ways of putting objects in perspective, but with this particular image, this is how we can furthermore do something to it. Okay, so let's click OK and let's see. So you can see now this object is in perspective. Okay, now in the shadows over here makes it look like it's part over here. So you might wish to move this a little bit to the other side. Okay, so if you want to, you can click this one, then remember it goes with this, and that is the chair. Then you hold the control, then you push it over here. But remember, this one you used it as the shadow. So when you push it, then the shadow must go. Okay, if you are pushing it, then the shadow too must follow. And when the shadow follows, what happens is that you also lose the shadows over here. So if that being the case, let's maintain it. Let's see if adding more transformation to this can make it look nicer, or we should leave it like that. Okay, I told you that whenever you are doing this kind of work, no one is going to arrest you, because you are the one sitting beside the machine. So if you think you are doing something and you're on right course, feel free and do it. Feel free. Okay, so let's click OK. Now the reason why I want to use this color is because, one, I want it to look, the whole thing to look colorful. This image is not looking all that sharp because we have stretched it. So let's maintain it. Okay, better still. Let me bring it over here. Okay, let me create a new layer for this particular image. Okay, like this, and let me drag and bring it here. Sorry, or is it okay? Let me click this one, drag and bring it over here. Then guys, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to increase the resolution. Okay, even let me leave it like that so that I can increase the resolution from here, then send it back. Okay, so I'll come to image size, then Let me increase the resolution to 300. So let me wait for the image to finish. Okay, so Control T, you can see the size now. Let me bring it over here. Let's see if what, oh, okay, let's see what you're expecting, if we have really gotten what you're expecting. So let me bring it here. Good. Control T, then let's bring it back. Sorry. So I hope this thing hasn't lost perspective. Okay, no problem. Let's click on it and let's look at it before and after. Okay, this one looks sharper than this. Okay, let's delete this one. No, then let's see this image size. Okay, let me create a new one, then 300. Okay, send this one over here. Even this one is waste of time, so before I bring it over here, let me go for this image. Let me import the image again. Now this time around, let me just bring it over here, then come over here, image size, the increase it to 300. Okay, then zoom out. Okay, then let me copy it, then come over here. Okay, then when I come over here, let me zoom in a little bit. Okay, then let me begin to match it into perspective. So this one will go to the top like this, then this one will come down a little bit. Okay, then let me click OK, then Control T, let me push it. Okay, so Control T again, then let me go to perspective, then pull this one a little bit like this. Okay, then okay, then bring this one down, push this one up, bring it down, click OK. Let me take the second one off. Okay, so let me take this one off, then Control T, sorry, click on this one. Hey, let me turn it to a smart object before it loses it. Okay, I think that is the reason why the other one, it lost its sharpness. Okay, so click OK. I think it looks better now. Okay, so what you are going to do is this one too, you are going to give it the hue and saturation. I hope guys you are following. Then let's increase the hue. Then what we do is we bring down the lights. Okay, so just look at it before, after, before, and this time round we are going to mask it only to, so mask, you have marked it only to this one. Now let's come to this one too. We come to hue and saturation. Sorry, we come over here. Let's come to the hue and saturation. So this one too, let's bring the lights down a little bit, then increase the saturation small. then clip it to this one. Okay, so this one too, you can change the color to any color that we want, so you can see. So depending on the background that we choose, you can just manipulate and get the color that you want. Okay, so if we want it to look like ash, you just desaturate it over here and push it a little bit to the blues, and guys, you can see. So you can just manipulate it anyhow that you want. Now secondly, what you are going to do, you are going to bring something like a bookshelf over here. So I think I have that one too here. So this one looked colorful, this one too. So let's bring this one, then let's push it to the top over here. Let's push it to the top over here a little bit. Okay, so guys, you can see. So I think we are doing everything in the group. So let me bring this one here inside the group. Bring it down. Okay, it can come somewhere here. Okay, so let's look at the before and the after of this image. So before, after, before, after, before, after. Now we are coming to work on the image. So what will come is, let's come to our subject and let's go to our camera raw. Let's do some few adjustments to this particular image. Okay, so what we are going to do is, here we bring down our highlight like this, then we bring down our white down a little bit, then we remove our shadows, bring down the blacks a little bit, then take the shadows out like this. Then the next thing that we are going to do is we go to our colors. Let's go to the color mixer first. Let's go to the color mixer, then let's begin to shift the blues a little bit, and let's see. So here you can shift the blues to any color that you want. So let's see, let's shift the blues like this. Then let's go to the saturation, then push the blues like this. Okay, push the blues like this, then still come to the luminance, then bring it down small. Let's see. Okay, so let's look at the before and the after. Before, after, before, after. Okay, so let's click OK so that this image will process. Let me zoom in a little bit. The next thing that you are going to do, you come to this chair. Though we have changed the color, let's go to the camera. Okay, let's apply this effect and let's see if it works. Okay, so let's take it off. Then let's go to camera raw itself. So let's open the camera raw. Okay, so let's work on this image too. So basically, let's open the exposures, the contrast more. Then let's take the shadows out a little bit. Then let's pop up the blacks. Then let's push a little bit of vibrant. Then let's go to our colors, color mixture. Let's come to the blues. Then let's tweak it a little bit, so you can shift it this way. Okay, let's go this side a little bit. Okay, then let's come to the saturation. Okay, work on the saturation like this. Then let's come to the luminance. Okay, bring it down a little bit. Okay, so let's click OK and see. Okay, so let me create a mask for this. Then let's invert. Okay, so so this was the before. So if you want to control the luminance over here, let's come to the reduce it a little bit. Okay, Okay, then let's manipulate with the chest. Okay, a color like this too is not bad, so we just manipulate, continue manipulating to the time you get something better. Okay, continue manipulating to the time you get something better, something that you think is good. Okay, so you'll still come back to them, so don't worry. So you can see you can change, we are just dealing with play of colors. Okay, so let's come here and see. Okay, so let's come back to the backgrounds again. Now let's see this one and that one. Let's do another one, Control J, then take off this one, then let's shift it to this side and see. I think each one of them is looking nice, so let's push it to the yellows a little bit and see. Okay, this one too not bad, so let's take this one. Okay, so from here let's come back to our subject again here. Then what we are going to do is, let me bring this one out so that we work on it differently. So let's zoom in. Now I'm not going to do a frequency separation for this, it's a small boy, so I have some action that I'm going to. So let's come to selective color, then let's go to the blacks, then let's shift the blacks a little bit like this. Okay, let's see, before, after. The black should come down a little bit. Okay. Okay. So guys, you can see. So I have an action over here for skin smoothing. That's what I'm going to use. So let me duplicate this image. Duplicate. Control J. So yeah, skin. Okay, just click on it. Then you can see. Okay, and click OK. Then what I'll do is I'll come in. I hope it has not merged or okay. Let's see. Yeah, I like it this way so that it will not merge all the background because we are not done with the background yet. Okay, so come this way, then we apply. Okay, so this one there's no teeth and eye whitening. No. It's a baby. So okay. Okay, so let's bring the rest over here. Then what we are going to do over here is, now I want to do something separately on the background. So let me take this ones off. Okay, so that's off like this, so that's okay. Control E. Okay, Control Alt Shift E, so it will merge and give you this. Then let's go to filter, then go to camera raw. Then what you are going to do is you come to the effects, okay, effects are over here. Okay, then what you are going to do this, you're going to do the vignetting. Okay, so the midpoint, let's open it a little bit, then the highlight, so let's open the highlight also like this. Then okay, it can be this, but this time around let's reduce it small. So let's look at the before after. Okay, so let's see. I hope guys you are following. Okay, so let's reduce the highlights a little bit, and then okay, so I think this one is okay. Then let's click OK for this one. So let's bring this back so you can see the difference. So let's look at the before and the after, before, after, before, after. Now better still, we have a way of doing it. You create a solid adjustment layer which is black. Because we have this, you just change this one to soft light, either soft light or screen like this, but let's use soft light for this. And then what you do is you decrease the opacity, then you take your what do you call it, you click your layer mask, then you increase your brush, then you begin to paint where you want to paint. So for instance, since it's black, white, I need to use black. So guys, you can see, so let's look at the before and the after. Before, after, before, after. Okay guys, so let's bring some few contrast to this image. Okay, let's bring this one. Okay, this one, let's reduce it small. Okay, like this. So let me image this one. Okay, what you are going to do is we come over here, the camera raw, filter camera raw again. Then the last thing that you are going to do, you are going to bring in contrast. Okay, so let's come over here, then push up contrast into this image. Then we take out the shadows a little bit, we push in the blacks like this. Then we bring down the luminance small. Okay, then guys, we click OK. So let me group all over here. Then let's look at it before, after, before, after, before, after, before, after. So guys, if you really loved my tutorial, please don't forget to share and like my channel and recommend my channel to others. Okay, thank you very much and have a blessed day. Bye bye.